Well, Mulayam Singh Yadav's outrageous comment on rapists not to be punished or be given capital punishment has drawn severe flack from not only the opposition but also a few of his own party members and the people alike. But what sort of an impact will this huge uproar, especially on the social networking sites, have as far as the elections are concerned? Take a look.
Samajwadi Party Supremo Mulayam Singh Yadav yesterday raked up a major controversy by making a highly insensitive and contentious statement on the Mumbai gang rape. Addressing a rally in Moradabad, Yadav defended the death row convicts of the Shakti Mills gang rape and others who commit such heinous crimes, saying boys err at times.
तो तीन को भी फांसी दे दी बम्बई। अब सोचिए ऐसे कानूनों को बदलने की कोशिश की जाएगी तो उपयोग करने।
Following the outrageous statement, the Samajwadi Party chief has faced severe flack from many sections of society. While politicals representing various parties have lashed out at Yadav, the former Uttar Pradesh chief minister has faced the wrath of many women's organizations and commissions. Even the Delhi gang rape victims' parents have joined the chorus against Mulayam. With the country celebrating the biggest festival of democracy, the general elections, Mulayam's pro-rape remark will certainly play spoil sport to his party's electoral prospects. And to make things worse for his party, another leader, Abu Azmi, today sprang a surprise by adding to Mulayam's contentious remark.
कोई व्यक्ति ये बात पसंद नहीं करेगा कि उसकी बहन, उसकी बेटी, उसके परिवार की कोई लड़की किसी और आदमी के साथ जाकर के फ्री होकर के उसके साथ रहे, सब कुछ करे जो पति और पत्नी के बीच में होता है। ये अलाउ नहीं, और इस्लाम में अलाउ नहीं। इस्लाम में दोनों को सजा मिलती है। अगर कोई लड़की अपनी मर्जी से या जबरदस्ती किसी के साथ जाती है तो इस्लाम में दोनों को सजा दी जाती है। मैंने रिलीजन की बात किया है।
In recent times, with crimes against women on the rise, safety is among the main issues besides corruption and price rise on the minds of the people across the country. Political parties too are rallying around women's safety as a part of their pre-poll campaigns. With women forming 49% of the electorate, the timing of the controversial statements has put the SP in a state of bother. A News9 report.
Well, will such objectionable statements from such tall leaders of the Samajwadi Party dent their electoral prospects? Let's find out what the Twitteratis and what the people on social networking sites are saying and what kind of an impact it could possibly have. To discuss more on this, I'm joined by my colleague Michael right here. Well, Michael, what kind of a reaction are we seeing and what kind of an effect could this have on the elections?
Well, very adverse reactions, strong criticism against Mulayam Singh Yadav for his comments, and quite expectedly so, Nishita, given that there has been so much awareness created about rape, and the laws have also changed to accommodate, not to accommodate, I beg your pardon, the laws have also changed to make sure that women are safer and there is more security to them. So, in light of that, Mulayam Singh Yadav should not have made such a statement. It definitely will affect his prospects in the elections, just simply because there is a lot of awareness created. And even the Uttar Pradesh electorate, he cannot take them for granted anymore, simply because social media is so strong, the print and broadcast media is so strong. All of them are going really hard at this particular issue because of what happened to the Braveheart in Delhi about a year back. Now, in light of all that, Mulayam, he should have weighed what he's trying to say. And also, a lot of parties are including women's safety and security in their poll manifestos. They're using that as something to fight the elections on. And Mulayam having said something drastically opposite to what the other parties are doing is definitely going to affect his election prospects in Uttar Pradesh. And the Uttar Pradesh electorate, believe me, is not naive anymore. Just simply because there is so much access to media, so much access to news and analysis. So they're definitely a much more aware lot than probably what they would have been about, say, 10 years ago. So Mulayam shouldn't have said these comments. It's definitely, even though Akhilesh Yadav said that his father's comments were misinterpreted, I don't think it's going to carry that much weight. It's definitely going to dent his election prospects.
Well, thank you, Michael, for joining us with all those details. Well, there we have it. Not only are the comments objectionable, not only are people reacting to it in an extreme manner, also there seems to be the issue of the fact that elections have already begun, and this could severely dent the prospects of the Samajwadi Party, especially in the urban areas, especially in the educated sectors, which includes a good population of women and youth. Well, moving on to some other stories now. The JDS today released its manifesto for the upcoming elections, and the prime concern that the JDS tried to highlight in their manifesto was the issue of security and unemployment of the youth.
JDS's populist manifesto. Never-ending promises is the key to reaching voters' heart and mind. This is what most of the political parties believe in, including the JDS that released its manifesto today. But unlike the other political parties, the JDS released a different set of promises. Released by the JDS Supremo, Deve Gowda promised to take steps to remove graft at higher levels in government, as the party believes in corruption flowing from higher to lower level. The JDS also promised to secure the lives of unemployed youth, along with that of auto drivers and taxi drivers. Promise of interstate river water. The JDS Supremo also promised a new interstate river water and rural India policies. In order to set the contentious issue right, Deve Gowda stated that JDS would pressurize the centre to declare a national policy on sharing interstate river water. He further added that JDS was ready to fight for it. Deve Gowda also assured to protect Karnataka's interests, which the other national parties had totally failed to safeguard.
The drinking water is not solved in the entire country. Even today the people are suffering to get good drinking water. And the farmers are committing suicide even today. Both BJP and Congress, what they have done, I know that. What I have done as a Prime Minister for a short period of 10 months, the country knows it. The priority sectors are farming sector, unemployment sector, and bring down the prices, improve our inflation economy, because they say it is a world phenomenon. I am not going to accept that.
JDS's manifesto also focused on women empowerment, health, industrial policy, commerce, election reform, protection of environment, amidst others. Well, it was just expected that JDS will also ride on the populist wave. But what was not expected was JDS Supremo raking up the Kaveri issue. Now the ball is in voters' court. Will they be tempted to vote post the manifesto release is what remains to be seen. C.R. Manjunath for News 9, Bengaluru.
And well, it was a glamorous affair as far as campaigns across the state are concerned, as several stars came onto the streets to campaign for their neta. Take a look.
Campaigning for the Lok Sabha polls is getting hotter by the day in the scorching sun and humid conditions in the state. But that doesn't seem to deter the stars, nor the candidates or their supporters. And with less than a week to go for the Karnataka Lok Sabha polls, the glam quotient on the election campaign field seems to be at an all-time high. Belagavi. Here it was a show of one and only actor, Bhavya. The actor, sporting a pair of shades, braved the heat in support of Congress Lok Sabha candidate Lakshmi Hebalkar. Actor Bhavya was seen driving through the streets of Belgaum, seeking votes from the people of the constituency. Chikbalapur. The Manasare heroine Ainrita Ray looked all bubbly in her rich pink top and white trousers when she hit the campaign trail in Chikbalapur. The actress, who was seen over the last 3 days campaigning in the region for Union Minister Veerappa Moily, was all excited despite the scorching heat. Andrita Ray, in her usual style, sought votes on behalf of the congressman across the regions of Arasanahalli, Chadulpur, Mavahalli, along with the incumbent MLA Dr. K. Sudhakar. This is what she had to say.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನೀರಿನ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ, ಸೊ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ವೋಟ್ ಹಾಕಿ.
Dharwad. With barely a few days remaining for the elections, two parties were seen engaged in non-stop campaigning for their candidates in Dharwad. One of the parties was Congress and the other BJP. The recently appointed spokesperson of Congress, Bhavana, was seen campaigning with a battalion of women in the region of Dharwad. Clad in a crisp cotton sari, the former actor was seen talking to people and canvassing for votes. Even BJP, that roped in actor Sunil Puranik, campaigned in the region on behalf of Prahlad Joshi, the Lok Sabha candidate for Dharwad. Mysore. The man who campaigned over the last 2 days for BJP's Bangalore Central candidate PC Mohan jumped into a different bandwagon today. Challenging star Darshan was seen campaigning in Mysore for the Congress. Other than campaigning for Congress candidates, the actor was seen greeting his fans, posing for photographs and signing autographs. Shimoga. In the beauty spot of Malnad, it was a show of BJP's power. Amidst thousands of bikes, B.S. Yediyurappa, Anant Kumar, Ishwarappa and Ainur Manjunath hit the road for the mega campaign. The road show was graced by sandalwood actor Tara. On this occasion, former Chief Minister Yediyurappa decided to take pot shots at Siddaramaiah for his foot in the mouth syndrome.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಯಾಗಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮಾತನಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶದ ಜನ ಅವರು ನಗುಪಾಟ್ಲಿಗೀಡಾಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಮರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಅನಂತಕುಮಾರ್ ಹೇಳಿದಂತೆ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶದ 29 ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಆಯೋಗದಿಂದ ಚೀಮಾರಿ ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡಂಥವ್ರು. ಅವ್ರು ಚೀಮಾರಿ ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ನಾಡಿನ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಅವಮಾನ ಇದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಅವ್ರು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತು ಅವ್ರ ಇತಿಮಿತಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅವ್ರು ಪ್ರಚಾರ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರ್ದು ಅಭ್ಯಂತರ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವರೊಬ್ಬ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ, ನಾವು ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂಗೆ ಹಗುರವಾಗಿ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ಬೋದು ತಾನೆ. ನಾವೇ ಗೌರವದಿಂದ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಅಂತ. ಅದೇ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಕಾಪಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಇನ್ನಾದರೂ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಹಗುರವಾಗಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಿ ಚುನಾವಣಾ ಆಯೋಗದ ಚೀಮಾರಿ ಹಾಕಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿರೋದೇ ಸರಿ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಈ ಒಂದು ನಡವಳಿಕೆ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇದನ್ನು ಜನ ಕ್ಷಮಿಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಕಟ್ಟಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಿವಿ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಚ್ಛೆಪಡ್ತೀನಿ.
Meanwhile, Anant Kumar exuded confidence that he would win against Nandan Nilekani in Bangalore's South constituency.
ಇರೋ ಪೈಪೋಟಿ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಜೊತೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿ, ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ಗಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಳಂಕ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮೆತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಬೆಲೆ ಏರಿಕೆ, ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರ, ದುರಾಡಳಿತದ ಪ್ರತೀಕ ಅವರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಜನ ಅವರನ್ನು ಸೋಲಿಸ್ತಾರೆ.
Political campaigns and sandalwood stars is a deadly combo. It never fails to attract the voters of the region, and who better know about it than Namma Netas. But will these campaigns convert into votes is what remains to be seen. A News9 report.